guys, welcome back to Home Theater Guru. So today we're going to be looking at an amplifier from Tonewinner. This is the Tonewinner AD5100 PA+. Now this amplifier comes in at a very low price point, especially for what you're getting. You're getting 5 channels at 100 watts per channel. We're going to talk about the power ratings in a few minutes. But right now, as of June 2023, the price on this is $499. So you're getting a lot of amplifier for not a lot of price. It's got a cooling system. It actually has fans inside it. We're going to open it up in a few minutes and look at the inside of it, and you'll actually see the fans, and we'll kind of talk about those. 5-way indicators. Now I assume that's the little lights on the front to let you know which amps are active. Aluminum chassis, shockproof feet. All right, let's go ahead and get into the power specs. 117 watts at 8 ohms with 1 channel driven. All of these are going to be at 0.1 distortion. 164 watts at 1 channel driven at 4 ohms. 100 watts, 8 ohms with 2 channels. 121 watts at 4 ohms with 2 channels. And with all 5 channels driven, this is at 8 ohms, you have 71 watts. Now I know 71 watts doesn't sound like a crazy amount, but if you have sensitive speakers, that's probably all you're going to need, even to hit reference. Now, if say your speakers are 90 dB or less, 86 dB, something like that, a little more power hungry, you know, it depends on your levels. If you're not trying to push that system to reference, you're not like, you know, 15 feet from your surrounds and things like that, you may not need any more power than that. That may be plenty. So that's something you're gonna have to look at in your room and your setup and determine if that's gonna be enough. At this price point, you know, the power is going to be, you're not going to get what you would out of like a 7300, but for a lot of you guys out there, this is going to be plenty. This is going to hit your levels cleanly, you know, without taxing your AVR. You can take those channels off of your AVR, so your AVR is not having to push it and let your AVR maybe push your Atmos or, you know, your rears and your Atmos. A lot of receivers out there, you know, they process more channels than they have amps on board, so you have to get something. So maybe you just need a 2-channel amp just to push an extra set of Atmos. You know, you could step up to like a 5-channel amp, push more speakers. That's gonna allow your receiver to more efficiently push the speakers it does have to push. All right, enough about that. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box and check it out. This is our power cord. It also has left and right RCA. You can definitely tell what side that transformer is on. It's over here. Definitely heavier on that side. All right, so we've got a nice clean face to it. It's kind of like a brushed aluminum look. Yeah, I think this is actually real aluminum. This doesn't seem to be plastic on this face. If you guys remember the 7300, I kind of freaked out over it because it had so much aluminum. Like even the case on that bad boy's aluminum. I mean, it looks like a work of art. You don't even want to stick in a rack. It looks so nice. You know, so this one, I'm not surprised to see a full aluminum face on it, or that's what it looks to be. Like I said, it looks to be definitely metal. It's, you know, not plastic, which is nice. And this is sheet metal, stamped sheet metal for the outer casing. Again, at this price point, that's what you would expect. You do have your channels. These are gonna illuminate. We're gonna plug it in a minute, but I'm gonna wait until I open it up and get under the hood before I plug it in. I'm gonna plug it in now and then open it up in case there's some caps charge or something like that and I get popped. So we're gonna open it up and then plug it in and look at the front lights. So in the back here, we've got our, you know, standard terminals to land all of our speaker wires. We have our analog in, which are our unbalanced RCA connections for our input. This doesn't have XLR or a balanced input option, but you wouldn't expect that at this price point. We do have a trigger in, so that way we can let our receiver turn the amp on and off. All right, and here's a shot of the feet. We've got 4 little feet. And in the specs, those are actually called shockproof feet. So I guess there's a little something to those feet. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the inside. Of course, you can see the toroidal transformer. It's hard for me to say that word for some reason, I don't know why. But you can see that transformer right there. That's where the majority of the weight is in this unit. You've got a large heat sink. And yeah, so it looks like the inside of an amp. Now we do have 2 dual cooling fans. Those kind of align with the holes in the top of the case that goes over it. The heat sink and those fans kind of are right underneath those holes. Now when fans are installed in a home theater type amp, it's not like a pro amp where they're gonna sound like a helicopter taking off. Usually you don't even hear them. They select quiet fans, so I am going to be paying attention to that during testing just to make sure I don't hear those fans, and if I do, you know, how far away I have to get from them before they're not audible. Hopefully I don't hear them at all, so that's something I will be keeping an ear out for. All right, so we've got it back together. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, and we'll press a little power button and see what it looks like on the front. Now for the power cord, that looks like about a 6-foot power cord. All right, so plugged in, we have a little red light right there. Okay, here we go, fire in the hole. All right, that light turns blue. All right, I did hear the fans kick up for a second, then they went right back down, but it wasn't that loud, honestly, but I heard it. Okay, on the lights, the 5 little lights up front that indicate each channel, it says 5-way indicator, communicate channel signal strength at a glance. So because it says channel signal strength, I'm assuming they're only going to light up if they're being used. So that's most likely why they're not lit up right now, because we have no inputs. So we expect those to come on once we're actually using that amp. So that'll look kind of cool. We'll have the little blue lights on the front. Now guys, if you have any questions about this amp, feel free to call Amir. That is who we got this amp from. He sent this amp for us to review. So we want to say thank you to Amir. He has been fantastic. I've sent a lot of room plan clients to him. You know, I designed the guys' rooms, and I recommend these amps because I've been using them for about 18 months now. I've had the dual 7300s. They have been fantastic in that room. So Amir is awesome. He sells a lot of different gear. If you go to his website, I'll have links in the description. Just check it out. All right, so next, of course, we're going to be putting this into the theater, and I'm going to give it a few months, testing it out and see how it does, and then I'll have an update review. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when more videos come out, and don't forget to give this video a like. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see y'all for the next one.